What's up? Sly cut here. We're gonna attempt this boss. I'm just gonna do this real quick before I go to bed. This is gonna be probably a short video. Well, most boss videos are, I guess, but I hope this goes well. I'm pretty sleepy. Probably shouldn't do it. To go around. I don't think I'm supposed to drop down in there, right? So I was sinking to the depths, so I am supposed to go down there. Okay. Well, let's do it. Oh my.
Pitch black guilt. Guardian of Hades. Do you cast the white shadow?
Ophion? 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 Oh, what the heck, dude? Where are these things just coming from? Oh my gosh, they're just pulsing from nowhere. And that's doing no damage to him at all. I can't see zoomed in like that. I don't know what those things do. Those hurt him? Oh, what? Okay, you can't dash through the purple stuff apparently. Can use one of these. I don't know what these things are. Or what they do. But I'm hitting them. Trying to anyway. Oh, what the crap hit me? Oh! Oh, I messed up. If the effect does. I don't know what's hurting him, man. Oh gosh. I'm pretty sure it's just hitting those things. Gosh, I'm missing that. Use that health. Okay, that's the... Oh my gosh. Oh! Nice. I guess you just hit those things? I know you're dropping health over here, or around the map. Yeah, yes! That's what's up. Oh, I gotta hit, no, okay, now I gotta hit these pustules on his body. Oh, okay. Hit these purple things I can't dash through. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Trophy, Inner Darkness, Ophion. First try. He really wasn't too difficult. I just didn't know what I was supposed to do. But honestly, he wasn't too difficult because we have a ton of health and decent protections. Release me? We don't have a data cube. I guess I'm supposed to follow him? Sink into the depths. Release me! No! Independence Day? Oh, I didn't even have to use my damage siphon.
I will go there now, as you will.
That repair efficiency consumable would have been more useful. What are we doing? Is this supposed to be another new area now? I guess we'll continue. I was going to end the video right here, but we'll go to this objective, see what happens.
I remember everything now.
Uh-oh.
I know why I deserve to be here. The crash. That's why I belong. It's always the crash I return to.
Now, the scout logs. Where's fatal crash? I remember everything now. Nowhere deserve to be the crash as I belong. It's always the crash. Okay, so those are just transcripts of what they are. Oh, and I can play them. I can't move off of it though.
I remember everything.
Okay. What is that? The DeLorean? Looks like a car. And it is. Not DeLorean, but... yeah. Pretty. Oh, it's the sphere. Uh-oh. stepping on this? Step on me, fool. This isn't gonna be another boss fight, is it? I'm not ready for that.
Are you the one who brought me here? Is this what you wanted me to see?
A car crash? A little Celine? Oh wait, we have a daughter. That's right. That's our daughter.
See the white shadow?
Didn't say anything to her? She asked that? She's flying. What? Did she and her daughter die? All these little flashes I've been seeing. I don't know where they come from now. Whoa, did we just beat the game?
Do you see the white shadow?
What? I am so confused. Dude, credits rolling. I'm glad I went ahead and did that last little bit though. It's like just turn it, just do a new episode just for this little bit. Okay, so let's process what we just saw. So we hit some random astronaut on the road while driving with our daughter and crashed off into the water. And when trying to rescue her, like we wake up, see that thing in the water, which is the thing we just went all the way down into the depths and saw and were talking to. At least it looked like it. But so we try to rescue our daughter, and that thing pulls us out before we can, is what I'm guessing. So then is us being a scout for Astra or whatever, was that all in our mind, or is that really happening? Is this like purgatory for her? Did she die? But then why was that thing in the water before she died? Or maybe she died and that was her waking up was going into purgatory, maybe? Wait, Helios has a voice? Did the ship have a voice? Helios' visual appearance. What? I thought Helios was just our ship. Has a visual appearance for him? I don't know nothing about that. See, I think we kind of messed up by not dying enough. Like, this was like our third run. Maybe fourth, but I think it was our third. And that's if you count the tutorial run. Like we did, or which I assume was a tutorial. Maybe it was just your first run. I don't know. But we did the first run where we started playing, died because we were trying to mess around with what I thought was an easy enemy, and ended up dying. So I was like, okay, no big deal. So then we go get to Frike and die. Start the run over, and I didn't record that run. And I can't remember if I had a run there that was like really short and I died or not. But I didn't record it. I didn't start recording again until I got back to Fright because I didn't want to record runs back to bosses. Doing the same area. So the first run we died. The second run got to Frike and died. So in the third run, see, that's what I was saying. I can't remember if I had a short run or not. I might have just almost died. I don't remember. So, but yeah, I got to Frike right after that. So, this is our third or fourth run. And I'm wondering if other stuff like in the story happens if you die. Oh. Because, I mean, we beat the second act without dying. Like, we never died once in the second act, and I wonder if there would have been, like, another piece of the story or something. Or if it would have unlocked something to help us. Like, I just feel like this is a game where you're supposed to die a lot, and we really didn't. But I could be totally wrong. I mean, I feel like we barely found any data cubes. There's, see, playing a bunch probably is like that's how you get all the ciphers, by replaying those areas a bunch. But yeah, we really didn't need to. And so I'm a little confused. So I don't know if this actually happened or not. Was it all in our head? Did it really happen? But then are we really... Then why were we just a scout for Astra? That... Like, we're... I don't know. I'm just really confused. So... Were we really a scout for Astra and we were just like off and driving around with our daughter, and or I don't know. I'm too tired to be thinking about this. I'm just too sleepy. My brain isn't working. So let's say we like that was our like in real life, or that was our normal job. In Celine's real life, that was her job, a scout for Astra. Um, but she was just not working there with her daughter. And she dies, or not dies, but I guess her daughter dies. I don't know. Um, no, because she gets abducted by that thing right then. I was thinking maybe, she went on with her life afterwards as, being a scout, and then heard that signal that said, "Do you see the white shadow?" And was like, my daughter said that, and that's what made her go to that planet in the first place, and then she crashed in Helios. But that's not what happened, because the creature took her out of the car, is what I'm assuming happened. Pulled her away because she was reaching for her daughter and got pulled out. So that creature had to have done it. So that's what I'm saying, like, was it just in her, did she die and that was purgatory, that thing in the water, and then it's her trying to get her memory back of what happened? But I don't know, man. It's so weird. Like, I was really digging it, but I really thought it was going to explain the thing. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I thought I was going to get some explanation, which I guess I did. I just don't understand it. I mean, we never even got to go back in Helios after unlocking simulation mode. I guess because we didn't die again after that. Like, I think we unlocked it after we died, but it wouldn't let us go back into Helios. Or no, we unlocked it after we beat the first act. Is that when it happened? That might have been when it happened. I don't remember. Yeah, it's just weird. And Helios having a voice and a visual representation or whatever it was. That's confusing too. I don't know, man. It was weird. I don't really understand the ending. I'll have to look it up and see what the consensus is on how it goes. Maybe it's completely obvious and I'm just way too sleepy to comprehend anything right now. I'm just really curious. Like, I mean, the best I can come up with is that was purgatory. But then what happened just now? We just relived, we discovered how we died and what happened. The thing abducting her from the car, if that didn't happen, I could be a lot, like, I wonder if that was just it, like, pulling her out of the memory, like, oh, here's the memory of what happened and now it's time to go. You don't get to try and change things. This is not happening, and he pulls her out. Maybe that could be it too. But then I'm like, oh, is this all in her head? Maybe she's in a coma or something, and this is all in her head, and it's the trauma of her daughter dying like that, maybe. Her trying to deal with it, like lost her, losing her mind. Now you're fighting to get your mind back, maybe. I don't know. Like, I'm sure I can skip these credits, but I'm just using the time to process and think about it. Super fun game. But I kind of expected it to be more difficult, but we also did really well. We found a weapon that worked for us and we stuck with it, like the Tachyon carbine. That just worked. And had a ton of health. And we were lucky enough to get protections in both acts on that run. Which was a long run. That was like 18 hours or something. And change. Yeah, we got protections pretty late into this one, but I think it definitely helped. And just not knowing things, like not knowing that, oh, you can't dash through the purple ones, like, oh, but I just confirmed, like, I thought that from earlier battle, and I was pretty sure, but I didn't confirm it until the last boss fight. And that was super annoying. It was spawning things that were blasting me, and not knowing how to damage it exactly. Like, oh, I'm gonna hit these balls, but then do I still need to shoot it, or am I just shooting the balls? Like, I have no idea what's going on. And I don't have all the equipment. That's another thing. I still have equipment slots that are not filled. So, is there more after the credits? Do I still have more new stuff to play, new content, or like, is that like dying? Maybe like, oh, let's get you this new thing. It's not required to beat the game, but it'll help you. Maybe, I don't know. Since I just got that last piece of equipment to shoot the orbs and get the platforms, I could see how that could get me to the places that I feel like I couldn't get to before. Um, I figured it was going to be some kind of double jump or double dash, but or a way to climb or something. But I could see the platforms doing that. So assuming they will be in all those spots, or were, because I just got the equipment that lets me see them now. I wonder what goes in the other equipment slots, because I doubt they would just put extra slots there. That'd be weird. I wonder what those extra equipment slots are, what they do. Maybe things that just make the game easier or harder. I don't know. That would be a very hard game to not get hit in. I feel like it's very, very doable. Very doable to get through it without. So hard's the wrong word. It's very doable to get through it without getting hit. It's just you have to play it a long time. You have to know these things, like know all the patterns and stuff. Not necessarily patterns, but know all the attacks. Yeah. But man, I really liked this game. The ending aside, confusing me. And like I said, I need more time to process that when got sleep and everything. But the gameplay, super fun. They were pretty generous with things. Like, this game could have been way harder. What I really loved is that most of the projectiles didn't home in on you. They just maybe in your general direction, but they just launched the stuff out or had the circles, widen, and you just had to avoid it. It didn't like. It would have been really annoying to have everything just track on you the whole time. And they did have some that do. The only part I really hated is the getting hit by, I guess it was just those red ones, would give you a malfunction. Like, that sucked. That's not fun. And I guess now that I'm thinking about it, that's what makes those parasites that prevent malfunctions, or have the consumables to fix all malfunctions. That's where those are really. It's probably where they're intended for, but that's where they're really useful because if you're in big battle, getting malfunction. Like parasite prevents one from happening and all that. So yeah, I never really thought about that. All right, end of the credits. Any tire marks on them? Oh no. Back in Helios. Well, wait, we woke up in Helios and not outside.
I birthed destruction. I am destruction. For the cycle to end, I must not just remember.
Each one has more secrets to be found if you dig deeper. Use the device in the cargo bay to find more meaning. The cycle continues. So what's this? This is probably the simulation mode, right? Because this is the other terminal. Okay, so there's daily challenges and leaderboards for the daily challenge. You can see the last 3 days, I guess. 5th, 6th, and today the 7th. Leaderboard is empty for friends. Okay. Gain 5 ether for completing challenge. Oh, so that's kind of cool. So you get a sidearm with burst fire. Fires multiple projectiles in a single burst at a penalty to recoil. Burst fire 3, ricochet 3. Projectiles will ricochet off surfaces and angle towards nearby targets. So rated projectiles. Projectiles cause additional damage over time. Charging shot. Projectiles require charging but are more powerful. Interesting. Daily challenge, Echoing Ruins. Compete against other scouts in a single biome run. You have 1 opportunity to set a score. Existing progress will be lost. Challenge modifiers, Firearm Fury. All weapons have increased fire rate. Acid mutation, hostiles leave pools of acid upon death, and stationary impairment while stationary weapon damage reduced by 75%. I feel like I was never standing still, so that would be fine. So that's neat. Let's look at this one. Total suit usage, 16 hours, 8 minutes, 23 seconds. Well, that's confusing because this run timer was over 18 hours. How does that work? Hostiles eliminated 7. Data from last hour? Oh, last hour. Okay. Okay. Weird, it just shows last hour. That's really, really weird. Accumulated suit data. 2 deaths. Okay, yeah, so 2 deaths. So that was our third run. Areas explored 199, I guess rooms. Also eliminated 866. Max adrenaline reached 16. Oh, so we reached max adrenaline 16 times. Okay. Successful overloads 462. Malfunction 17. Parasites 12. Okay. So why is it so show Helios there? That's weird. Databank matrix is not full. I don't really understand how that works exactly. I'm sure it's online somewhere. Astra command priority directive. White shadow signal. Celine Vassos personnel file. Astra command employee record error. No such employee found. What? Um. Huh. Blank journal open. Celine Vassos misses the point entirely. No one is here. EMC squared left me alone in the dark. Page torn out in anguish override. What? Evac protocol. Warning, no longer an option. Warning, Astra does not yet exist. Warning, no one knows you are here. What? Giving in to madness is a manual choice after assessment. See, I'm supposed to read these as I get them. Like die. Oh, let me read my new logs. But I haven't been able to read them. Giving in to madness is a manual choice after assessment of a situation results in the following conclusions. Your mind is in danger. The minds of your imaginary companions are in danger, and you are unable to adequately assist. You are stranded without psychological means of return to reality. In rare circumstances, your on-board ship medical unit will trigger an induced coma. This can either be due to its own analysis of the situation or as a directive from classified information not accessible. Astra Scout suit can be worn virtually ad infinitum. Xenoanthropology. You will not be recovered. Killed in action, Celine Vassos. Abandoned me into the void. Have you taken your medication yet? No, I haven't. Why not? My concern is primarily team-focused. It seems to me the more qualified scouts with a usage clearance that we have, the larger the pool of proficiency we can draw upon when it's ready for standard deployment. Celine, you aren't making any sense right now. I'm very concerned. Wait a minute. You repeatedly reach out to me, but when I ask if you've taken your medication, you start talking about things that aren't real. It upsets me that this does not upset you. I do not want to sever connection, but if you aren't willing to sever connection, I'm afraid I really have no alternative except to sever connection. Sever connection, sever. Warning, connection severed. So is this... Request denied. Is this Helios we're talking to, or... I don't know. Astra Command Priority Broadcast. Through me is the way to the city of woe. Through me is the way to sorrow eternal. Through me is the way to the lost below. Justice moved my architect supernal. I was constructed by divine power, supreme wisdom, and love primordial. Before me no created things were. Save those eternal, and eternal I abide. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Dante Alighieri. Alighieri. As of this moment, Celine has crossed the final boundary of translation impossible. What new horizons will she discover and surpass during her exodus to the edge of translation impossible? All she can know is that this marks the point of no return in her commitment to the spirit of a new translation emitted out of vestigial sympathy. What follows is pretty jingoism? Jingoism? Never heard that word. Which will be replaced with an explanation of what used to be inserted at this specific location, followed by an appropriate amount of blank space to make up the difference that exists in the mind of the reader. What follows is which may or may not accurately reflect any verifiable objective reality, unless any abrupt stops occur during the transposition of master command. Oh man, I'm too tired to be reading this. Passing the moon. You will not recover missing in action, Celine Vassos. EMC2 will never remember me. So I said E equals MC squared, but that's probably talking about EM and the double C, C2. Celine Vassos has nothing left. Huh. In event of moon disaster, fate has ordained that the men who went to the moon to explore in peace will stay on the moon to rest in peace. These brave men knew that there is no hope for their recovery, but they also know that there is no hope for mankind in their sacrifice. These two men are laying down their lives in mankind's most noble goal, to search for truth and understanding. You know what, guys? I'm not streaming. I'm just recording this, so I'm going to go ahead and save this video and end it here because I don't know how much time I have because I only have an hour. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. But I'm going to keep going here just in case I do have more time. I'll try and save this video and see if I have more time to finish. Because I just saved the video, so I can use that one if I need to. They will be mourned by their families and friends. They will be mourned by their nation. They will be mourned by the people of the world. They will be mourned by the mother Earth that dared send two of her sons into the unknown. In their exploration, they stirred the people of the world to feel as one. In their sacrifice, they bind more tightly the brotherhood of man. In ancient days, men looked at stars and saw their heroes in the constellations. In modern times, we do much the same. But our heroes are epic men of flesh and blood. Others will follow and surely find their way home. Man's search will not be denied. But these men were the first, and they will remain the foremost in our hearts. For every human being who looks up at the moon in the nights to come will know that there is some corner of another world that is forever mankind. After the President's statement at the point when NASA ends communications with the men, clergymen should adopt the same procedure as the burial at sea, commending their souls to the deepest of the deep, concluding with the Lord's Prayer. And in those days the moon shuddered for every spasm of sorrow that dripped from the eyes of Celine. What? For every insect that burrowed into her corpse, for every miscarried egg that was laid inside her wounds, for every maggot that did not erupt to fester on her rotten flesh, the very heavens would shake for it. The punishments of the gods are honorable, and they are all honorable gods. Most mortals, they, unknowing of why should they, Prometheus had gifted them with passion to light their own self-directed paths. Who was this hated daughter who dared interrupt the festivities of the punishments of the gods are honorable, and they are all honorable gods? Yet who is this blameless child come to free her? Who is the boy bound like Prometheus? Who is the boy who is weighed down by the oceanic world? This is, and Heracles will refuse to save the remote communication block restored. I could not stop the screaming that began when I heard her listening to the silence I loved, and nothingness crescendoed until the white noise became real. How horrifying to become aware of myself. An unmasked question: why did you violate my peaceful sanctum? There could be no end to this nothingness that reverberated somehow into something in the echoes, the echo repeatedly white noise. I could not see beyond the thick, opaque curtains. It felt like a stage, maybe beyond what I could see. Wondering what could exist in that other strange space, I waited. When someone passed by the curtains, they rustled and continued to flow, glimpses of river gods, nymphs, forest dwellers of all sizes and temperaments. How enticing, fragments of someone else's dream. While I waited, I wished them peace. Time passed. It meant nothing to me. The curtains shuddered, revealing fragments of dreams in nonsensical order, an uninterrupted play without plot or chorus. One day, very strangely, the fragments coalesced into a single scene. There was an actor, he had dialogue, he moved about, performing actions with specific meaning that had no meaning to me, but surely meaning to him. How entrancing! Was I the audience? But then he approached me, and something forced me to approach him. I fought against the feeling of an unnamed force pushing me forward. I left the curtain and went on stage, briefly. I twisted around his body, strangling, constricting, paralyzing, killing him as quickly as I could so I could return to the comfort of my weight. He took a long time to die. The Great Flood. Selene descended from her heavenly palace at Zeus's bidding, while all assembled tolerated her presence and understood her usefulness. They disdained her continued existence. The sinful shame of traitor that emanated from her stained soul was a stench that even the katabatic winds of Olympus could not bear away. The following text has been recovered. Be of good heart, O King of the gods. I know well how to wash away the crimes of my brethren. So Selene spoke, so the deluge began. Destroying the last titan, Selene lit the pyre. Helios suddenly resurrected only to witness his own immolation. He screamed piteously, piteously? Same sentence over and over. No one would listen, but the lone mortal in attendance was moved to tears and asked the oracles if they would translate into an understandable tongue. After heated argument amongst themselves, they finally agreed. The oracle bent down to the mortal's ear, while the Titan was screaming, and whispered, "We hold these truths to be self-aware, that all men are uncreated, that they are endowed by their redacted with certain unalienable, that among these are death, despair, and the pursuit of judgment." Final application. Insert command. Warning: the section can't be undone. You wish to proceed? Selene, yes. Logic block activated. User cannot proceed. Zao is watching. Override logic block / all Sphinx. Excuse me. Version 836. If there is no end of the world, how can the world end? There was an end. The gods died. No one remembers them. Their stories. Zeus faded away. Hera faded away. They all faded away, as do we. There will come another to tell our stories, but that is what we will have become at that point. Stories. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. But I will remember for you, even if you cannot. Do you submit? Yes. Huh. Logic block override. User can proceed. Kronos is blind. This is Sphinx 837. And she will wipe away every tear from his eyes, and there will no longer be any death. There will no longer be any mourning or crying or pain. The first things have passed away. Helios. Will the second things be beautiful too? Enact prophecy. Format all. Okay, that was a lot. So here we can sleep. Not. Whoa. What is this? Oh, that's what it said. Use the device in the cargo bay. I go here to start a run. Let's use this and see what happens. That's right, we stick our head in it. Does that just reset the run? What did I just do? Last hour. Numbers are going down. I have no idea what that just did. What? These are all showing new. Whoa, wait, what? What? Whoa, these changed. Yeah, because this was, I didn't read this one out loud last time, but the scout regulations, I just glanced at it, but it was saying like die if necessary, die if necessary, die if necessary for all these. So this is what they really are like. Personnel file. Reconnaissance scout. Proficiencies, first encounter, yeah. Warning of the primary course in order. I have time before CC returns and sends your batch. Go ahead. Didn't I read this? Maybe not. But I did read these two, I guess, because they were didn't. I don't know, man. I'm confused. But this is definitely the final application we just read. Dear hiring manager, since my time studying astrophysics, I've been captivated by the adventure, blah, blah, blah. The impressive possibilities that a new age of exploration would bring. With every new advancement in technology, we behold new wonders that galvanize the imagination of the world. The universe I have found through my studies and postdoc career turns us all from passive observers into active participants in the discovery of the possible. When I undertake a new project, how do I push the boundaries of our current limitations of thought? Perspective means that hypotheses I develop are always framed with future advancements in mind. This philosophy has successfully sustained my work from Pacific Science Center up until today at JPL. Your strong, adventurous focus leads me to believe you share the same passion. I like to think that as the positive feedback loop of my life has become, science influencing life, influencing science. My great hope is that this loop will continue and magnify itself as I work and grow with the team at Astro. Respectfully, your Celine Vassos. That's weird, all these changed. I'm assuming the daily challenge stuff is still the same. I can use this again on... Okay. Well, I'm going to end it here, guys. I mean, I guess I'll be playing more to try and get the platinum, but I don't really know what I need to do. I gotta do some research and find out. Like, I'm just really confused now. Yeah. So I'm sure I'll have another episode just at least explaining something, maybe. I don't know. But thanks for watching, and get some sleep. Bye bye.